Hi, I'm Thomas with Believe in the Run.
And this is Megan with Believe in the Run.
And Meg, what do we got today?
Today we are talking about the Adidas Adistar.
I think it's a good looking shoe.
Aesthetics are on point.
And we had a little bit of a different experience running in the shoe, so we'll get into that in a minute. You're not as big of a fan of it as I am. I kind of really dig it. Before we get into that, let's just break down the shoe like we normally do. Let's start with the upper.
So you've got a pretty traditional engineered mesh here, but there is sort of this internal upper cage, they're calling it, that is affixed to the laces and really locks the foot down.
Think of it as going in like a taco. So you have this part here, goes in, folds under the foot, comes back up the other side, and creates that taco for your foot that really locks it in really well.
Nothing like a taco foot.
I do love a taco foot. I don't even know, do they have feet tacos?
No, okay.
Okay.
Anyway, there is a ton of really nice padding and cushioning on the tongue and also through the heel and collar, so step-in feel is very comfortable.
And what you have to think about, this shoe is made for long distance, so the comfort is in the forefront.
Yeah.
You're gonna pay for that comfort in a little bit when you find out how much it weighs, but before we get there, I'm just gonna tell you, this fit great. I didn't have any heel lift. I really do like the way this feels on the foot. Toe down design looks amazing. It's a really sharp looking shoe.
I loved the fit. It accommodated my wide feet perfectly. There is also a women's specific last, so it's a little bit differently shaped than Thomas's. Perfect fit, true to size. I really liked it.
And then let's get down into, well, did we say that it's partially recycled material?
No, so 50% of the upper comes from ocean plastic and then 50% comes from recycled polyester.
And we continue with that recycling theme in this back heel. There's two types of foam here. You got the Repetitor and the Repetitor Plus.
So the Repetitor is throughout the entire shoe here, and then the Repetitor Plus is what they put in the heel. And it is quite a bit firmer.
It's a brick.
Yeah.
Megan lands a little bit further back than I do. I land a little bit more on the toes. So I didn't experience the firmness of the heel as much as she did. Adidas says it's to keep the heel more stable as you roll through this rocker geometry. And this does have a nice rocker to it.
It does. I do like the geometry of the shoe, but as Thomas is saying, this heel is very, very firm. And since I tend to land towards my heel, especially because this is intended for that long, slow run, when you're sort of, you know, just letting your form break down a little bit, you're running easy, I'm landing towards the heel, and this is very firm, and it almost feels a little bit disjointed when you're out there running. It's not that smooth turnover that you want. It's just a little bit too harsh on landing.
Meanwhile, like I mentioned, I land a little bit more forward, so I'm getting that soft cush underfoot and just rolling forward with the shoe. So I'm probably getting a different experience out of the shoe. I really liked it for those long runs. I did some double-digit miles in this shoe, and it just felt smooth, and I didn't really think about it. And the shoe runs a lot lighter than the weight suggests. But before we get to that, let's talk about the final touch, Continental rubber on the outsole. Usually Adidas saves that for their premium shoes, so you'll get some other types of rubber on some of their cheaper shoes. So if it's got Continental, you know they're trying to push it and bring it up to that next level. So I would say this shoe is supposed to be part of their premium line of shoes. And
the rubber works great. It's super durable, tons of traction, great for when these icy roads are out there. So yeah, no complaints on durability or traction. So
we're talking about weight. And I usually, if anything's over 11 ounces, I am like out for a size 10.5. I didn't look at the weight until we put it on the scale right before we did the review, because I didn't want to bias me, because I knew that it was a heavier shoe. It runs pretty light on the foot. Like, I did not feel like I was carrying around.
Tell everyone how much it weighs.
This is so bad. 12 ounces, a whole Coke can here, or 341 grams. I mean, that's a heavy boy. Yeah, my women's 7.5 came in at 9.9 ounces, almost 10 ounces, which I can't even think of another shoe I've run in that's close to 10 ounces. That's 281 grams. To Thomas's point, it doesn't feel heavy and clunky out on the roads. I was actually shocked at how much it weighs. If I had weighed this before I did my runs, I probably would have had a different mindset going in. I honestly can't tell you of any other shoe that weighs this much that I enjoyed running in as much as this shoe. But then I think about it, like the Ultra Boost was around 11 something ounces. So this is heavier than the Ultra Boost. The cushioning in the Ultra Boost is really sweet, even though it's an outdated foam and a little heavier. I don't know why Adidas is like, hey, let's continue to make heavy shoes when the modern era of foam is really lightening things up. If this shoe was 2 ounces lighter, this would be a contender for daily trainer of the year.
I almost just wish that they continued this repetitor foam, not the plus, all throughout, because I think one, it would have cut back on weight, and two, it would have given you a softer ride.
Yeah, but I think you need it for the stability of the shoe. I think with this much stack, what is it in the back? It's like 37.5 and 31.5. It could be unstable, and as a matter of fact, I tried the Adidas Prime X, and I can't even run in that, it's so unstable, but you'd love it how soft and cushy it is. So I don't know, maybe you need it. I'm not sure. I'm still gonna say that I will put this on our thumbs up list. Even though it is heavier, I think the things that mitigate the weight is it's a very stable platform with a wide base. You see here, there's plenty of cushioning under toe for those longer miles. My double-digit runs felt great. I didn't feel like my legs were like getting beat up by the 12 ounces of each time I was picking up and down my foot. I just enjoyed cruising along in the shoe. I certainly didn't try to do pickups or go fast in the shoe. I was just doing my long, slow distance miles. And for that, I think the shoe works.
I didn't love it quite like you did. However, I will say, I still keep putting it on because I wanna like it, because I love the way it looks. It's still not my like go-to comfort trainer, but I do like it for some of those just easy hour runs.
And I'm guessing you're gonna continue to use this as a casual shoe, even if you're not gonna run in it.
It's gonna stay in the rotation.
If you're gonna get a shoe to run in and go to the gym and do your long, slow distance runs, and you want a shoe that when you're done with it, you still wanna wear it with jeans or hanging out or casual, this shoe fits the bill. Another selling point on this shoe is it comes in at $130, which for a shoe that's got Continental rubber, this much foam, looks this good, it's gonna last a long time, I think that's a reasonable price tag.
Yeah, that's a solid deal. So if you wanna try it out, you can go get a pair for 130 bucks.
All right, and check it out. Listen to The Drop podcast, which is weekly. We also have Fuel for the Soul, which comes out every other week, where we talk with Meaghan Featherston about nutrition and performance, diet, I guess, tips, right?
Yeah, all things performance enhancing related to nutrition and hydration.
Yeah, but performance enhancing in the legal sense.
True.
All right, so check it out. Also, hey, do us a favor, like and subscribe to the channel here. Instagram is a fun place to see what we're got on our feet and we're reviewing now. So it's a good way to preview what's gonna be coming up in the next few reviews. So check it out. That's it.
Bye. Oh, okay. You almost killed the camera.
You got all his hands up a little bit further out.